It's Dontrell Hilliard and Tevin Coleman and David Johnson week. Oh, man, as Heath put it this way earlier today, it's the crappy flexes week, basically. Welcome to our Q&A here for Fantasy Football today. We're live on YouTube for an hour and a half, taking your start and sit questions and anything else that you want to hear about. I'm Adam Azer with Chris Towers and Frank Stanfield.
I'm trying to think of like what a good crappy flex would be like. Like I've got $450 in my checking account. Would that be like a crappy flex?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. That's pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah. Anytime Adam shows us his muscles.
That 100 or I think you too, right?
Yeah, no, I was gonna say myself, but I decided to be mean to you instead.
That was a crappy flex.
I thought Chris was going to say, I actually have $450 in my checking account. That's where I thought he was going with
that. We're taking the questions, so fire away. And I hope you guys have a good Thanksgiving. Yeah, yay.
Oh, yeah. It's the best holiday, man. Food, drinks, football all day long. It's
you get food on other holidays.
And drinks.
I would hope at least. I hope your family's not like just starving you on Arbor Day.
Not a lot of holidays have this much football, though. All right, taking a look at the inactives as they come in here. Nothing too surprising except Cordell Patterson is in. Cordell Patterson will play today. James Robinson is active as well.
I don't know if this matters, but LaMichael Pirine is inactive for the Jets. I thought he might be active. That does make you feel a little better about Tevin Coleman if you have to start him as a crappy flex.
I am starting him as a crappy flex, in fact, in one league, so there we go. All right, let's see what the people are asking about right now. Would you start both New England running backs half PPR?
I wouldn't want to start both, but they are both inside of my top 30 running backs. I think that's kind of just the nature of the crappy flex position this week. So probably not. I have Damian Harris ranked higher, but I could see a scenario where you might not have a choice.
Yep, I think that's the way to look at it. I think they're both in like the RB 34-ish range for me.
Now, are we going with Patriots running back or Tevin Coleman?
Probably Patriots running back.
I would use both Patriots running backs over both Jets running backs.
You know, Ty Johnson is almost universally rostered and started. I'll get you the exact percentages. Ty Johnson, because I'll tell you, Tevin Coleman is 16% rostered and 4% started. Ty Johnson is 86% rostered and 60% started. So a big difference in how people see these two running backs. And I mean, I kind of get it, especially going forward. This is probably the only good week for Coleman if he's going to have one. I don't think he'll be good against Philadelphia or New Orleans the following week. And then hopefully we get Michael Carter back. But Johnson, you know, he's got that role in the passing game and probably an increased role in the running game. All right.
Well, we hope. You know, he only had the one target last week, and he did play 33% of the snaps. So it's not like he was, not on the field. And Zach Wilson didn't throw to his running backs all that often. He was right around 17% target share to running backs. So I am a little bit concerned there, but I think Ty Johnson is like a top 24 running back for me in PPR.
Davonte Smith or Myles Gaskin?
I think I would have Gaskin ranked higher.
They are ranked very similarly at their respective positions, and when that's the case, I usually lean with the running back. Gaskin's getting so many touches right now.
Stafford or Cousins?
So we just got this report about Stafford that he's just completely beat up, back, ankle, elbow, I think. Which is weird because he hasn't been listed on the injury report, I believe, since week 9 when he had a back injury. So, who knows how much of a concern it is, but it's certainly not a nothing concern. I think I have Cousins ranked higher.
I have Stafford one spot higher, and that's after me downgrading him a little bit today too. So I moved him down to QB 10. I have Cousins just behind him.
Actually, I do have Stafford one spot higher. He is also QB 10 for me.
Ooh, how about that? Claypool or Waddle?
Waddle.
Yeah, I know it's a tough matchup for Waddle, but I'm going to stick with him.
Okay, two different leagues. A.J. Dillon or Miles Sanders, and Jerry Jeudy or Eli Mitchell. Well, so these are two pretty interesting ones. We don't know about Aaron Jones. We don't know about Eli Mitchell. Right now, it seems like Mitchell is likely to play, and Judy is playing at 4 o'clock, I believe, against the Chargers. So you can make that decision at that time. Yeah. So they're both late games. So Mitchell or Judy, I guess, assuming Mitchell plays. Let's start with that.
I would go with Mitchell. I assume that if Mitchell is healthy enough to play, he's going to see the majority of the touches. That's been the case every game that he's been active this season. It's not like Jeff Wilson did much last week anyway. So, yeah, if he's active, I'm playing him over Judy.
All right, Chris,
fair.
Take the other side of this now. A.J. Dillon versus Miles Sanders when we don't know the status of Aaron Jones, and that is a 4:25 game, and Dillon's playing it, and Sanders is playing at 1.
And my assumption is that the Packers, or at least my understanding, is that the Packers tend to be pretty conservative when it comes to injuries. They do have a bye coming up in week 13. We got a report earlier this week that they may hold out Aaron Jones just because of that, to give him the extra week to get ready. So I think the way to look at it is, even if Jones is out, Dillon figures to have a pretty fantasy relevant role anyway. So I'm okay starting him over Sanders.
Okay, I just saw a question come in here. I won't be able to click on it, but if Aaron Jones is active, A.J. Dillon or Javonte Williams?
I would still go.
I would go Dillon.
Yep.
Okay. How about hitting like? By the way, I just did it. We're at 45 likes. We try to get to around 7. I'm going to go for 800 today. 800. It's a holiday weekend, so I don't know if people are watching as much today, but we'll get 800 people. And that means if all of you hit like, we're going to be good to go. We got over 300 in here now, so let's get that like button smashed, and let's get that number up right now. Should I start Pitts or Gronk and Brady or Herbert? Full PPR.
Definitely going with Tom Brady.
I have Gronk one spot higher than Pitts.
Tight end question is a little bit closer. I still have Pitts ranked higher, but it's close. It's definitely a fair question at this point.
I'm going with the Bucs, guys.
Eli Mitchell or Eli Moore?
Man, Moore came out really, really high when I did my first round of projections. And he's someone that I did have to move down a little bit, but I think I would still go with him over Mitchell.
Yeah, I think so too. I think this is one of the more interesting things today. Corey Davis not going to play today. He is inactive. So in theory, Elijah Moore should see a ton of targets today, but didn't really mesh well with Zach Wilson earlier in the season. So I think that's one of the more interesting things, but man, he's been so good recently. I would stick with Elijah Moore.
Yikes. Terrace Marshall, healthy scratch for the Panthers. Not really fantasy relevant, just not a great sign for him.
No, I took him in a dynasty league over Tony and Bateman, and I hate myself for it. So there's that. Stafford, would you bench Stafford for a streamer?
I think maybe I don't think Cam Newton is available anymore, but if he were, I would play him over Stafford.
I do have Tua and Newton ranked ahead of him. So, but I wouldn't drop someone that I like to make that switch because they're one spot ahead. All
right. For a non-PPR league, let's pick 2. DJ Moore, Adam Thielen, Jerry Jeudy, Elijah Moore, or Brandon Ayuk.
Only one? Oh, 2. Okay.
2.
Moore and Thielen.
Which Moore?
DJ Moore.
Yeah, it would be Moore and DJ Moore and Adam Thielen for me as well.
Okay, and then Russ or Burrow?
That is close.
I have Burrow one spot higher.
I have Russell Wilson higher.
All right, wide receiver 3, PPR, Myers or Nick Westbrook-Akina?
I would go with Myers. Let's not forget that the last time A.J. Brown and Julio Jones were out, Westbrook had 3 catches for 29 yards on 8 targets.
He did have those 8 targets, though, and then he had 8 targets last week, right?
Right, but it's a really tough matchup against the Patriots.
Yeah.
And there is no track record to go on there. The Titans are a bad pass defense. I mean, they've been a little better lately, but over the last year and a half, really, they've been pretty bad. So I think I would go with Myers here.
Yeah, I would go with Myers as well. If you don't have to trust any of the Titans today, I think that's probably the way to go. I don't like that game at all.
There was a report that Foreman would get the bulk of the carries. Which running back do you like better, Foreman or Hilliard?
It's Hilliard for me.
Yeah, I would still go Hilliard. I expect the Titans to be playing from behind in this game. Their offenses look so bad without Derrick Henry. I would expect the same today. I mean, Patriots defense is playing really well too. So it's a perfect storm of terrible things happening for the Titans right now.
Hilliard had 8 catches for 47 yards last week. And then if you go back to that week 4 game where there was no A.J. Brown, no Julio Jones, McNichols had 8 catches for 74 yards in that game. So I think that's the appeal. And now you got A.J. Brown out for 3 games. They do have a bye next week, but I do think there are some players that might be available right now in your leagues that you might want to pick up and stash with maybe Hilliard or McNichols. I think they're both, if say one of them is rostered, you could pick up the other one. McNichols might jump ahead of him in 2 weeks. DJ Dallas is someone you could look at, as both Rashad Penny and Travis Homer are not going to play. And Collins, I think that job could be up for grabs. You want to stash a DST? I picked up the Rams DST in one league. They were available in another league, but I couldn't make room for them. I'm not going to start them this week, but next week they have the Jaguars. So take a look at your roster for next week and see who's out there to pick up. If you have any interest in Kenny Golladay, I think he's like 58% rostered. I don't know. He's interesting, guys. I don't know how you feel about him. The question is he going to get Darius Slay? I think he's probably going to see a pretty good amount of Darius Slay. If Slay stays at his left cornerback spot, that's going to free up Golladay because he's usually on the other side of the field. But I think Slay's going to travel today. So where did you end up with on Golladay?
I have Kenny Golladay at wide receiver 42, which is admittedly pretty low, but we just don't know what to expect from the Giants offense today. Obviously, new offensive coordinator. I think it can't really be worse. And there's targets available here, but it's a really tough matchup too. So I'm probably staying away from Kenny Golladay.
29 for me. He's going to get his first touchdown.
Hey,
that's the I can't remember who just tweeted that, but the Giants are trying to get Kenny Golladay his first touchdown. Kim Jones. Cool.
Let's go.
I'm sure they would love to. Who else would catch a touchdown?
Evan Ingram.
Yeah, like he's right behind Mike Williams, right ahead of Jarvis Landry. So I think that tells you the amount of confidence I have in Kenny Golladay, the wide receiver. Really, wide receiver 3. I don't really feel good about anybody outside of, I have T. Higgins at 21 this week. I don't even know if I feel good about him. I've got Claypool at 22. Jamison Crowder is wide receiver 23. Wow. It's bad.
I like Ayuk this week. Do you have Ayuk ahead of them?
I have Ayuk a little bit behind them, but I could certainly see that happening. It's a jumble. The passing games over the last 4 weeks, I talked about this earlier in the week on one of our streams, but passing performance has been down way across the league. I think average yards per attempt over the last 5 since week 6, I think, is down like nearly 3/4 of a yard across the league, which is just it's a shocking number when you're talking about several thousand pass attempts.
All right, let's go back to the questions. Waddle or Elijah Moore? Do we call him Eli? I think we're there yet. I don't know if it's
Elijah.
Yeah, I think he's Elijah.
Okay.
Yeah. I would go with Waddle.
Yes.
Okay, I need a running back and a flex. Gibson, Miles Sanders, Stevenson, Javonte Williams, Davonte Smith, Brandon Ayuk. Give me a running back. First, it's Gibson, Miles Sanders, Stevenson, or Javonte.
It would be Gibson for me.
It is Gibson for me as well.
Okay, now give me a flex. Sanders, Stevenson, Javonte, Devonte, Ayuk.
I think that would be Sanders.
Yeah, I mean, they need a wide receiver and a flex, so I would go Gibson.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And then I would go with the Eagles. I would go Gibson, Smith, and Sanders.
Yep.
Ayuk, Sutton, or Bateman, need one.
I believe I have Bateman ranked highest out of this group. I have Ayuk 1 spot higher.
Yep, it's Ayuk for me.
Elijah Moore or Mike Williams?
Elijah Moore.
Mike Williams.
All right, I'm going to scroll down and get some fresh ones in here. Elijah Mitchell or Elijah Moore? I think we did that one. I'm sorry.
It was. I think it was Moore.
One.
Yeah, I think we said Moore.
Yeah, I mean, if you told me you guaranteed me Eli Mitchell were playing, I think I'd probably go him. but you could get 6 more catches from Elijah Moore. That's tough to pass up on in a PPR league.
Yeah.
All right, if Aaron Jones plays, Mitchell or Jones?
Jones.
Yeah, I would still play Jones.
Henderson or Mitchell?
Henderson. Way too cheap on DraftKings, by the way.
Moore, Beckham, Gaskin, PPR.
Gaskin.
It's either Moore or Gaskin. Let me see. I think it's Moore. Nope, it's Gaskin.
Latavius Murray or DJ Dallas? PPR.
Latavius.
Yeah.
Okay. Full PPR. We did this one. Sorry. Hilliard or AJ Dillon? PPR.
I would use Dillon regardless.
I think that's fine. Yes.
All
no,
right.
I'm going to go with Hilliard.
Wow.
Yeah.
You got some guts.
That's so hard. I guess I would go with Dillon.
If Aaron Jones doesn't play, there's no way you would go with Hilliard.
Right, but we don't know.
I'm surprised that you're saying this.
It's just, like you said, with McNichols and Hilliard, the passing game has been so valuable for them. Like, that's worth, like, if they use the running backs the way they had the last few weeks, okay, Deontay Foreman's going to get the majority of the carries, but that might still leave 10 carries for Dontrell Hilliard plus, 8 targets. So it's really hard.
It's Achilles heel. They give up the 3rd most receiving yards to running backs. But I'd have to go Dillon just because I'd be so mad at myself if I benched Dillon and Aaron Jones didn't play. And if Jones does play, I think Dillon gets his normal role and then some, and that's 10 touches plus a little more, so he still has something there. All right, let's see. Claypool, Judy, or Ayuk, PPR?
Ayuk.
I think I have Claypool ranked highest of... Nope, I have Judy ranked highest.
Full PPR, pick one. Gronk, Mike Williams, Javonte Williams, Devonte, Freeman. Ooh, that's tough.
Mike Williams for me.
Oh, really?
That's tough.
I feel like he's last for me.
I struggle so much with Mike Williams because, like, Frank, do you feel better about him after last week?
I do. I mean, I feel like it was the healthiest he's looked in a while. I know that he's been banged up, so scoring that long touchdown gave me some confidence in him.
Yeah. So the thing for me is that it was basically the same usage he's had the last, like, really since week 5 was kind of the last, like, he had the one big game in like week 6, whatever the last big game is, and he's been like 5 targets per game since.
Cleveland game, he had 100 yards.
Yeah, he's had 5 or 6 targets for 5 straight games.
Yeah, that's the thing, is that last week it was 6 targets, and one of them he happened to hit the big play on. That's always what Mike Williams can do. I just think he's just a boomer bust wide receiver 3 now. It's him or Gronk for me, and I can't really. I think Gronk is more likely to score a touchdown.
They're pretty similar players, right? At this point, like if you're projecting targets for Gronk, you're probably giving him 5 or 6, right?
Yeah,
in a good matchup. So, yeah, I think it's pretty close between those guys. I'll lean Mike Williams, but it's close.
All right, let's go to Jalen Hurts or Cam Newton.
Jalen Hurts.
Yep.
As much as I do like Cam this week.
Aguilar, Latavius Murray, or Jared Cook? Pick one, half PPR.
Oh, geez.
Latavius Murray.
Sure.
Okay. Patterson, Chubb, Barkley. Pick 2.
I'm going to sit Patterson, but I don't feel great about it.
I'm
going to sit Barkley.
I think I'm going to sit Chubb.
Really? Okay.
If it's PPR, that I just think Barkley and Patterson are going to have such big passing game roles that it's going to be really hard to, like, yeah, Chubb probably rushes for 40 to 50 more yards than them, but does the passing game role make up for that? I think it probably does. It's really tough. I think
Chubb scores and,
look, for me, it's 3 of the top 12 running backs left on the schedule, not including the guys who played on Thursday. So, it's not like I think any of these guys are bad picks.
Sure. Sutton, Chenault, or Van Jefferson, non-PPR. Chenault, by the way, is another guy you might want to pick up. He's back playing in the slot. Jacob Gibbs pointed this out. Back playing in the slot and gets a lot more targets per route run in the slot, a lot more than he does when he's outside. So with Agnew out, he's better suited for this role here. I'm not saying you should start him, but, add him. I'm not saying you should even add him in a non-PPR league, but any league where catches count, take a look at Laviska Chenault. Who you guys going with?
I am saying you should start him above those other 2 guys.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's close between. I have all 3 of these wide receivers ranked within like 7 or 8 spots of each other. I have Van Jefferson the highest as of now, especially in non-PPR. He has 8 red zone targets since week 8, which is like top 5 in the NFL. So if nothing else, they're using Van Jefferson in that part of the field.
Yeah, that's amazing because they had, before the Woods injury, 3 players in the top 5 in targets inside the 10-yard line. Woods, Kupp, and Higbee. And now Jefferson's getting some of that too. Man, he must lead the NFL, and no, Brady does. Stafford, I want to see where he is in red zone passing. Stafford is second behind Brady with 76 attempts. And inside the 10, Brady 38, Stafford 36. Next question. Oh, let's check in on the likes. Let's check in. 159 likes. There are 673 of you in the chat right now. So let's go here. Hit like. I'm not reading another question until we get to 200 likes. Damn it. So in the meantime, let's kind of reset, welcome people in on this Sunday morning/afternoon, brunch time here. We haven't spoken about Kareem Hunt. Where did you guys end up ranking Kareem Hunt with this Sunday night start? And he's coming back. We're at 200 likes. We're at 215 likes. We're taking off here, people. Frank, where'd you rank Kareem Hunt?
I have Kareem Hunt at RB30, right smack in the middle of the crappy flexes. He's just ahead of Ty Johnson, Alex Collins, Dontrell Hilliard, the Texans running backs. So he is kind of the leader of the pack. The only group that I have ahead of him are the Patriots running backs, just ahead of Kareem Hunt.
I've got him ahead of all of those guys. I've got him in the Elijah Mitchell, AJ Dillon, Miles Sanders range.
Okay. Did you guys get your Christmas tree yet? You better get on that.
No, I haven't gotten it yet. Because the problem is we're not going to be here for Christmas. So, do we buy a Christmas tree to have to throw it away 2 days before Christmas when we leave? I don't know how I feel about that.
I wouldn't do it if I were you.
But I like having a Christmas tree around.
Yeah, I think you should do it. Still do it, yeah.
All right, fine.
I'll send you a picture of my Christmas tree, Adam. It's a smaller one. It's not a real tree.
If I'm gonna have a tree, it's gonna be a real one. I'm not about the fake tree life. If I'm gonna do it, it's gonna be pine needles all over my apartment.
I don't know if do cats eat Christmas trees? So
you're such a loser. You have the diehard Christmas ornament. Enough with this crap. It's just enough.
Take that, Adam.
My cat has climbed into and slept inside of a Christmas tree, but I don't think she's ever eaten it.
By the way,
Frank,
eat. I commented on the ornament before you sent me the close-up of it. I was like, what is that? And I zoomed in. This is very nice. It's very festive. Very festive. All right, let's see. Judy, Ayuk, Javonte Williams, start 2 and half PPR.
I would go Devonte and Ayuk.
It would be Judy and Ayuk for me.
Davonte Smith, Elijah Moore, Jalen Waddle, Brandon Ayuk, pick one.
Full PPR, Waddle.
Yeah. Boy, Davonte Smith drives me crazy. It's just, if I had all these options, I'm starting him, but
he's
targets.
That's the thing is it's a low vol. He's a number 1 wide receiver in a low volume passing game. So it's, he kind of needs to hit on a big play.
AJ Dillon or Adam Thielen in PPR if Aaron Jones plays?
I would use Thielen.
I would go Thielen.
Freeman, Van Jefferson, or Ty Johnson? What is the extra J for? Is he a junior?
I think he is a junior. It would be Ty Johnson for me.
It's Devonta Freeman for me.
Yeah, he is a junior. Good for you. We answered Stafford or Cousins, but I'll let you guys have another go at it here, just in case people didn't hear it earlier. Stafford or Cousins?
Stafford 1 spot ahead.
Correct.
Ramondre Stevenson or Ty Johnson, half PPR?
Ramondre for me.
Ty Johnson for me.
Break the tie, Adam.
Stevenson for me.
Yeah.
Cousins or Cam?
Cam.
Yes.
I'd go Cousins. I don't know. I don't remember who I brought this up with. It was you, Chris, or it was on one of the podcasts with Heath and Jamie. I remember, but Cam Newton had 2 huge games to start the year last year, weeks 1 and 2.
Mm-hmm.
And I bought in. It's like, oh man, I can't believe I was so low on Cam Newton. And then he reminded us that he's not, I mean, I'm sorry to say, he's just not a very good passer. So
sure, but
I know he has better weapons this year. I get that, but
well, it's not just better weapons. It's worth remembering. I know he's one of those guys that nobody really wants to make excuses for, but he did have COVID. That was
a lot of excuses.
The point. Week 3, he was playing on an offense that, like, Kendrick Bourne was a huge upgrade for that offense this offseason in terms of their pass catchers. It's, again, worth noting that. Like, Terrace Marshall would have been by far the most talented wide receiver on the Patriots last season, right? And he's a healthy scratch for them.
I suppose, but he's talented, but obviously he's not ready to contribute. But no, I get that. I'm not starting him over Kirk Cousins. But
I think it's a fair question. They're both ranked inside my top 11 this week. So yeah. I just like both of them quite a bit. I think the thing for Cam is his floor that he gives you with his rushing and just his touchdown equity. I mean, when he gets down near the goal line, like, he's always a possibility of running in. And with the weapons, all he has to do is get it to them in space, and then they just make plays, right? So he doesn't even have to be that good. He just has to be, like, somewhat accurate. And then I assume DJ Moore and McCaffrey will do quite a bit of damage.
All right, let's see how much longer we can go without Christian McCaffrey getting a touchdown, okay? Because he's got 1 rushing touchdown. He did catch one last week. But when they get down to the goal line this week, I'm not so sure he's not handing off to Christian McCaffrey, because it's been a little while since McCaffrey's found the end zone as a running back. It's been 2 weeks in a row where Cam has taken it away from him. All right, must-win week. Mike Williams, Jacoby Myers, Myles Gaskin.
Gaskin for me.
Yes.
People really don't like to call him Gaskin. It is a lot of Gaskins out there. A lot of S's. Myers, Ayuk, or Claypool, PPR?
Claypool for me.
Ayuk. I have Ayuk inside my top 24. I like him quite a bit.
Yeah, Chris has, I think, both of them in this top 24.
Who? Ayuk and
Claypool. Claypool, you do.
Claypool I do. Ayuk is a little further off, but not much. He's like 26.
Mitchell or Judy, PPR? I'll go with Judy if he plays.
Yeah, Judy in full PPR for me.
By the way, I am setting an alarm for myself for 3:45 p.m. with the label Dillon ? Because I need to make the decision if Aaron Jones is active. Do I start AJ Dillon or Mike Williams?
I would start Dillon.
I
need upside.
I would start Mike Williams if Aaron Jones is active.
I'm going against Will Brinson's somehow shockingly stacked Fantasy Football Today league team.
Yeah, he's got a good team. So I don't think that Aaron Jones is going to get his normal role. I don't get that sense. It's hard for coaches to resist.
Yeah.
I suspect he'll have a lot of catches, but Dillon, I would think, would outcarry him.
Yeah,
It's completely up in the air right now. Like,
yeah,
true game time decision. My lean is that Aaron Jones is not going to play.
That would be my assumption as well.
Yeah, like, we got the tweet overnight from Schefter that, like, they're kind of cautious. They understand that they have to bye next week. Doesn't really make sense to rush him back. Like,
yeah, he's pushing the play.
Yeah, like Dillon looked fine last week, so.
And that's why I don't think he'll get his normal workload. That's why I'd still be okay with AJ Dillon.
Yeah, you know what?
It's just that Dillon has not scored any touchdowns. He has 1 receiving touchdown with Aaron Jones healthy. The second Aaron Jones got hurt against Seattle, Dillon had his only 2 rushing touchdowns of the year. So, maybe Jones does have a reduced workload, but still comes in and scores. I don't know. But I think Dillon will be all right. And that's just, Mike Williams is probably the one player that I've lost the most faith in from, mid-season to now. Just can't really do it anymore. Which is annoying because he's maybe you could say Eckler's the number 2 option, but he's still probably the tied number 2 option on one of the better passing offenses. He should be good, and they throw to him in the end zone every week.
Yeah.
He's not terrible.
He's someone who needs to hit on a big play or a touchdown, but you have to like his chances given his skill set and usage. It's tough. It's a tough situation.
Catch up real quick. I see ham or turkey, half PPR.
Oh, turkey.
Yeah, I think Adam, you and we were on Team Ham last week.
Yeah, Team Ham.
I don't understand. Like, ham's terrible.
Oh, geez.
There are so many good ways to cook pork, and ham is not one of them.
Taking a hike. Oh, man.
Like, you could just eat pork, and it's delicious, and instead you choose to eat ham. Why would you do that?
Because you know what? Woosa. All right, Ty Johnson, Jamison Crowder, or Alex Collins, PPR.
I have Ty Johnson one spot higher than Alex Collins.
I have Ty Johnson ranked highest too.
I would go with him.
Elijah Moore, I'd go with Collins, but I'm an idiot. I start Collins every week, and he gets me 4 points. Elijah Moore or Tyler Lockett, full PPR.
Lockett.
Man. Yeah, I would still go with Lockett.
I have to find this one that says terrible pork take. So I agree with that.
What? So like you guys are you are affirmatively arguing that ham is better than pork is?
No, I didn't say that. It's just they're both great. All right, Cordell Patterson, Jalen Waddle, or a Packers running back, PPR.
Cordell Patterson.
Served cold.
What?
Who wants that?
What?
Weird and rubbery.
It's not served cold.
Unnatural.
It's not cold. It's so natural. It looks like a pig. It's like the most natural looking food.
Patterson. Yeah, I'm all the way. As long as Patterson is healthy, I think he's a top 12 wide receiver or running back.
I don't have him nearly that high, but I think just behind. I think he's top 15 at both for me. So, yeah, I would take Patterson.
Would you start A.J. Dillon over Gibson if there's no Aaron Jones?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Although it is worth noting with Gibson, his overall snap share was down to like 49% or something last week, which looked, a lot like where it was prior to week 11, or week 10. But it's worth noting that he played 0 snaps in the second quarter. He fumbled, I believe, on Washington's last play of the first quarter. If you take out that second quarter, they played 19 snaps without him on the field. I think he was at like 67% in the other 3 quarters. So, it might have just been, a weird game script thing, or it might have just been the fumble, but they did use him quite a bit outside of that. So I don't think they just like lost faith with him entirely.
Yeah, I mean,
he was at like 70% in the second half too.
This is where I don't even look at the snap share. I know what to expect from Gibson. He's had 24 carries and 19 carries in their last 2 games. They won both games. Mm-hmm. As long as they're not trailing, he's going to have a lot of carries, and he's not going to have a lot of catches. He didn't have any last week, but I expect 2. He gets 2 almost every week. So snap share, whatever. I mean, he's a game script dependent guy. If you really believe in the Seahawks right now, okay. I don't know why you would. So, yeah, they should be in the game. He should have a good game, but you got to go with Dillon over him if Jones is out. All right, pick 2, Barkley, Patterson, Sanders, PPR.
I am sitting Sanders, even though I do like him quite a bit.
There's the terrible pork take. Awful. Okay, sitting Sanders. Sanders or Mitchell, PPR?
Sanders.
I would have to start Sanders.
Eli Mitchell, Damian Harris, Kareem Hunt.
I would go with Elijah Mitchell.
Yes. No. Kareem Hunt.
Gronk or Pitts?
I think we answered this earlier. I said Pitts. Chris
I went with Gronk.
Miles Sanders, Dillon, Foreman, Burkhead, non-PPR, pick 3.
I am sitting Burkhead.
Yep.
Guess how many likes we have?
247.
I was going to say 250.
Closest without going over is Frank We have 309 likes. Let's get to 350. No, let's get to 400. Let's be aggressive here. Let's get to 400. That's not even half of the amount of people that are watching this stream right now. A lot of people are mad about your ham take. Although maybe they're mad about my ham take. I don't know. This one,
I don't understand.
Over ham.
I don't understand what they're mad about, frankly.
It's just, I don't know. You didn't have to insult ham so much. Goddard, Gaskin, or Ty Johnson, half PPR.
Gaskin.
Yeah, Gaskin.
All right, we're at 360 likes. Let's get to 400. Let's go. Davonte Smith, Thielen, or Waddle. Pick one.
Thielen for me.
Waddle for me.
Saquon, Robinson, or Dillon, PPR.
I would start Saquon.
I believe I have James Robinson one spot higher. Yeah, no, 2 spots higher.
Miles Sanders or Javonte Williams?
Miles Sanders.
Yep, Miles Sanders.
Did I think the Heat cooled off on Javonte Williams week?
I think so. I don't know exactly why. We were kind of jokingly declaring it Devonte Williams week. All right, we're at 378. Let's get to 400. We've got from Fade. All right, a lot of names here. Give me a running back: Kareem Hunt, Miles Sanders, Eli Mitchell, Devonta Freeman.
Sanders.
Are you starting Sanders over Mitchell if Mitchell's a go?
Yes.
I would go Hunt here.
Ooh, didn't expect that. Okay, give me a wide receiver. Moore, Cooks, Judy.
Cooks.
Yes.
And a flex. PPR.
I believe I have Moore one spot higher than
Moore.
Judy.
Yep.
Someone just asked. Oh,
yeah, that's the way I would go. I would go Moore.
Someone just asked if I'm tired. Do I seem tired to you? I feel like I'm good.
Yeah,
you seem fine.
I'm just gonna dance and gyrate, so you know I'm not tired. All right, guys. Is Russell Wilson worth a start this week?
I think this is a very fair question. He's still inside my top 12 quarterbacks. The matchup can't get better, right? So
yeah,
I'm just banking on, that's the reason why Russell Wilson finally has a good game.
I mean, look, it's a bet on talent, and it's a bet on, like, you hope that he's healthy. He says he's healthy. He hasn't looked good the last couple of weeks. The biggest issue is him and DK Metcalf haven't been able to get on the same page on deeper throws. I believe on passes that have traveled 15 yards plus down the field. Wilson is 2 for 10 when targeting Metcalf through the last 2 games, but the usage has been there, and Russell Wilson's track record as one of the most efficient quarterbacks we've ever seen is so good that I think you sort of have to bet on him. I've got him as QB 13, so I'm not, 100% saying he's Russell Wilson again, but absent, like, I'm not starting Tyrod Taylor over him.
Yeah. Jamie's got him as the start of the week, much higher than most people on Russ. Yeah, the other issue for their offense in general is they're horrible on third down, so they can't sustain any drives. That's why they are last in time of possession. Luckily, Washington is by far the worst defense in third down conversions. They give up third down conversions over half the time, and they are blowing everyone away in that regard. So it's a matter. That's kind of what it's going to come down to me in this game. Can they keep their drives going? Can they sustain them a little bit? And they probably have the right matchup. So I like Wilson. Last chance here for Wilson. If he doesn't come through here, it's going to be pretty hard to trust him going forward. Saquon Barkley, Robinson, or Dillon? Pick one in PPR.
Robinson.
I said Saquon when we got this one recently.
We got this one?
I think
so.
Why
do I not know? Why don't I remember?
Wow, Adam. I mean, you're
so tired.
You're very so tired today, man.
He's just a sleepy boy.
How about Pitt? Oh, it's our first Pitman question. Pittman or Miles Sanders, PPR?
I would go with Pittman.
I've got Pittman as wide receiver 18 this week.
Yeah.
Ooh, how come?
I have him at 15. It's just the nature of the position, really.
Usage, his target share is still really high. He's got a good matchup. You would think that the
know
Indianapolis Colts have to throw.
I don't know that he has a good matchup, though. That's the only thing. They've been pretty damn good. It's 7 games in a row with no more than 70 yards. It's 6 games in a row with no more than 60 yards to a receiver, 2 touchdowns by wide receivers in that stretch. The only thing that does give me hope is they will, I think, have to throw. You're right. And this is a game script kind of team. Some teams throw a lot no matter what. They do not throw when they win.
No.
Yeah. All right. I wouldn't have him in my top 20, but the PPR thing kills me because Sanders probably isn't going to have a catch. So, all right. I'm like struggling with that.
I mean, I would take the over on 0.5 PPR.
I'll take the under on 1.5 though.
I think that's a good place to set it.
I need a wide receiver, a tight end, and a flex. Let's do the tight end first. Pitts or Fant?
Pitts.
Yes.
Chenault or Van Jefferson? This is non-PPR, by the way.
I have Chenault higher.
Jefferson for me.
And flex?
I would go Chenault over Fant.
I would go Jefferson over Fant.
Okay, so you all have the same 3. Sit, Fant.
Yeah.
Beckham or Freiermuth?
Beckham.
Man,
the role's going to increase. He's going to play. He's going to be the number 2 wide receiver. Come on.
He should be. It's still, I think, a pretty tough matchup. The Packers defense has played so well, and it's a really strong matchup for Freiermuth. Eric Ebron on IR. I'll go with OBJ, but it's close.
Okay, I love your show. Pick 2. T. Higgins, Brandon Ayuk, Rashad Bateman, or Galladay.
That would be Higgins and Bateman for me.
Higgins and Ayuk.
Yeah, I go Higgins and Ayuk. Stafford in Antarctica or Tyrod Taylor? Let me check the weather in Lambeau.
I do believe it is supposed to be snowing. I would still go Stafford over Taylor, unless it's like it's not like super windy. That's really the only thing I'm concerned about when it comes to weather.
14 mile per hour winds projecting right now, which is not awful.
Yeah, that's not
that bad. It's like
it's doable.
34 degrees, maybe by the time the game's over.
I would
chilly, but it's
in the 30s.
I would still go Stafford.
All right, I want to look up Matthew Stafford.
We got our first snow, sort of, today, right?
I didn't know
saw
that.
like 7 flurries.
Here in New York? Really?
Yeah. I saw them about an hour and a half ago.
Oh.
Really? Well, that sucks. God, that sucks. Hate stupid cold weather. Let's see. Stafford at Green Bay in December. Got to have some of those, right? Stafford at Green Bay.
So you would assume he's got several.
Oh, look at this one. 3 touchdowns on December 28th, 2014. This is a useful exercise. Bad game on December in 2012.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Oh, January 1st, 2012. He was at Green Bay. Was that a playoff game? No, it was probably the last. Oh, 5 touchdowns.
Uh-oh. When was that? The 12th?
2012.
Ooh.
But it's 2011 season.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that changes it.
I was in college when that was happening. So
Calvin Johnson inactive today, by the way, for Stafford. Let's see. What do we got? We got Pittman, Waddle, Mike Williams.
Full PPR. I would go with Pittman.
Okay, I'm going Waddle. I'm like, now I finally found a way to sit Pittman. I'm just going with
Waddle. I do have Waddle 1 spot higher.
Half PPR, Stevenson or Hilliard?
Hilliard for me.
I would go with Stevenson. Shout out Lance Davis. Lance Davis, someone who's followed me around a while.
Yeah, what movie is that in his avatar?
I don't know. That looks like some kind of Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Is that
I didn't ask the actor. No, it's not Predator. I think I have no idea. I'm guessing it's Commando, but I have no idea.
Haven't seen that many Arnold Schwarzenegger movies, actually.
Well, you don't eat ham, so I'm not surprised.
Those things are related.
Why, they're not related at all.
Yeah.
Waddle, Metcalf, and Moore. How would you rank them?
Metcalf, Waddle, Moore.
Yes.
Going out to Germany for this one.
I am still buying Metcalf if anyone's offering.
I went to make some trades the other day, and trade deadline has passed.
Trade deadlines are mostly gone.
It was disappointing. Need 2 for upside in PPR. Marquise Brown, Jalen Waddle, Jerry Judy, Elijah Moore, Antonio Gibson. All right, that's tough.
It would be Brown and Waddle, but I could see making a case for Moore over Waddle for upside purposes.
Yeah, I would go Brown and Waddle as well.
Pick 1 in full PPR. Freeman, Mitchell, Kareem Hunt, DJ Moore. P.S. Ham is delicious.
I would use
Mitchell. Oh, no.
DJ Moore.
Moore.
Yeah.
Fryermuth or Ingram, non-PPR?
Definitely Fryermuth.
I think part of it is I like cured meats less than most people. And it depends on what, if we're talking Ingram. Well, because if we're talking about a prosciutto, a little prosciutto or some Iberico ham, I love that. But your standard your ham hock at Thanksgiving, or you're who orders ham for a sandwich? You got the choice of ham or turkey. You're taking turkey every time.
Turkey, a Thanksgiving turkey, you got all the seasoning and the spices, the gravy and the juice and all that. That is a pretty good way to eat turkey. Cold cut turkey is plain Jane. I mean, it's just as boring as it gets. It's not bad, but it's just boring. Ham has a lot more flavor. Cold cuts, we're talking here. Ham has a lot more flavor.
Yeah, it's not close.
Yeah, Chris. I mean, that's that. I can understand you going cooked turkey over cooked ham, but the cold cut version, I just can't get on board. I don't know what's wrong with you today. I don't know.
Unless you get a turkey Sausalito cold cut, which I don't know if you've had it. It's fantastic.
I never heard of that. Chris eats supermarket bagels. That's great.
I don't really eat bagels.
Again, you live in New York. You live in New York, go eat a bagel.
Oh,
Chris.
Why? Garoppolo or Cousins?
Cousins.
Yes.
Cousin Ernest, where's your question? Why not ham and turkey? I mean, that's fair.
Yeah.
Full PPR. I need 2 from Barkley, Pittman, Miles Sanders, Elijah Moore, and Javonte Williams.
That would be Barkley and Pittman for me.
Correct.
Barkley and Elijah Moore for me.
Ham is part of a Cuban sandwich, though, which I have to give them
that.
That's a good usage of ham.
Bro, if someone delivered you a Cuban sandwich with turkey, you would.
But the roast pork is the star there.
That's fine.
If you had to list the ingredients of a Cuban sandwich in terms of importance, ham might be at the bottom.
I think bread is number 1.
I think it's bread and the good Cuban bread and roast pork are the 2 most important things. I'd throw pickles above ham.
Oh, God. Pickles are
in terms of importance
destroyers.
To the sandwich. In terms of importance to the sandwich.
Oh, I get Cuban sandwich without pickles, but I get everything without pickles.
Pickles are disgusting. I'm with you.
Thank you, Frank. Yes.
You guys are children.
They dominate the entire sandwich. The only thing you taste is the freaking pickles, and they're disgusting.
Disgusting.
Judy,
this is offensive to my culture.
I was gonna say, I'm basically disowned because my fiance is Polish and it is pickles everything. So, yeah.
By the way, 426 likes. So let's get to 500. Judy, Bateman, Dillon at flex.
I'm still gonna go Dillon there.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
Kareem Hunt or Ramondre Stevenson?
Kareem Hunt.
No, Stevenson for me.
Stuffing over both ham and turkey. That's fine. Stuffing's pretty good. I've come around on stuffing. Never liked it, but now it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Cooks, DJ Moore. Frank, you and I have to have dinner sometimes. Seems like we're pretty much in agreement on everything.
Frank, aren't you just like a chicken fingers guy?
Yeah, I mean, let's not complicate things, guys. It's chicken fingers and we're good. What else do you need? Chicken fingers with a side of mac and cheese.
I feel bad for your kids, bro. You're going to eat all their food because that's all they're going to eat. You're just going to eat it all. Brandon Cooks, DJ Moore, AJ Dillon, Elijah Moore. Pick 2.
Man.
Oh, this is.
I think it's Cooks and DJ Moore for me.
Yeah, so those are both early games. I was gonna say if you can wait to see if Aaron Jones is out, I would rather have Dillon over one of those wide receivers.
But all the wide receivers are early games, right?
Yeah. So I would go Cooks and Moore.
I don't know that I can pass up the opportunity for AJ Dillon without Aaron Jones. I mean, that's the kind of league winning potential.
That's fair.
And I don't see that with DJ Moore. I do with Elijah Moore, but I also see league losing potential. So I would probably go Dillon, but I totally get it. If you don't want to take the chance, then listen to what they said, which was Cooks and who? DJ Moore?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, Dan Arnold or Evan Ingram?
I still have Arnold ranked higher.
Yes.
I know Ingram's got the best matchup ever, but
yeah, I mean, he's Evan Ingram, man. Like,
yeah, that's the thing is that he could get the targets we're hoping for. He could get the opportunity we're hoping for. Philadelphia has been atrocious against tight ends. The one I've gone with is 5 tight ends over the last 3 games have had at least 10 PPR points, and we're talking about, God, who was it? It was
Alberto
and Noah Fant, the Saints guys,
and
another like bad team.
Oh yeah, it's incredible. And Heath pointed out on FFT and 5 this morning, Evan Ingram was a lot better than this before Jason Garrett. So no Tony, no Shepard, no Kyle Rudolph, by the way. I'm starting Ingram as a flex in a 14-team PPR league, but Arnold, let's give him credit. It was 60 or more yards, I think, in 4 of his last 6 games. I think you can go there.
Sorry, over the previous 3 games against the Eagles, it has been Donald Parham and Steven Anderson, Alberto, and Noah Fant, and Adam Shaheen, I think, have all had at least 10 PPR points against them.
That's amazing. We're at 442 likes. Let's get to 500 right now. Let's answer this question. The answer is Cordell or Patterson, right?
Yes.
All right. Would you start Gaskin or would you gamble on Aaron Jones? And if Jones doesn't play, I can go with DJ Dallas.
I don't think DJ Dallas has much fantasy value at all.
I would just go with Gaskin.
Yeah.
I
just don't think that's worth the risk.
I don't think Aaron Jones is going to play, but we'll see.
Garoppolo or Cousins? I think we answered that. We'll do it again. Garoppolo or Cousins?
Cousins.
Alex Collins, Ty Johnson, Boston Scott, non-PPR, ham and pineapple, my dudes. Yeah, great combo. Ham and pineapple. Great.
So I've never had it like on pizza. I've had a few different like pork tacos with pineapple. That was good. Yeah. So
great. The truth is pineapple is just this delicious sweet thing that basically goes well with anything. Pineapple on a burger is one of my favorites, so I recommend it. Collins, Ty Johnson, Boston Scott.
Ty Johnson, fairly easily for me.
Non-PPR?
Yep.
Yeah, I think that's really close with Collins and Ty Johnson. I'll take Collins. They've already had multiple running backs ruled out in that game. I think he's at least 12 plus carries.
All right, we're going to answer 5 questions in 30 seconds. You ready? Here we go.
Let's go.
Judy or Beckham?
Judy.
Pick 2, Dillon, Marquise Brown, Elijah Moore. This one's tough.
Brown and Dillon,
yeah.
Okay. Chenault or Foreman?
Foreman.
Yeah, I'll take Foreman.
Heineke or Taylor?
Oh,
Tyrod.
I believe I have Heineke 1 spot higher.
Cam or Mac?
Mac Jones? Definitely Cam Newton.
Mac and cheese?
Yes.
PC or Mac? All right, we did. That was good. I think what we should do is set a timer, right? What do you think? Like 2 minutes? See how many we can get in 2 minutes?
How many likes?
No, how many questions we can answer in 2 minutes.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
All right. Who's going to count, though? Because I suck at that. All right, I'll do it. All right, I'll count. Here we go.
I've got my pen and paper if you want me to keep a tally. It's right here.
3, 2, 1. Pitts or Freiermuth? Non-PPR.
Pitts.
Judy or Beckham?
Judy.
Russ or Cam? Points for completions.
Cam.
Number 4. Chester Rogers, Freddie Swain, or Quez Watkins?
Oh, geez.
Oh, boy. Rodgers.
Devonte Smith or Elijah Moore? This is 5.
Smith.
Moore.
Would you wait on Hollywood Brown or play Pittman? 6.
Hollywood.
Pittman.
No, Hollywood, Frank. Tyrod Taylor, Carson Wentz.
Tyrod.
No, I just have Pittman ranked higher than Hollywood this week.
Well, you don't.
Tyrod for me.
All right, that's 7. This is 8. Higgins, Moore, Waddle, Landry. Pick 2.
I assume that's Elijah Moore. And it would be Higgins and it would be Waddle and Moore.
Ooh. Waddle. If that's DJ Moore, it's DJ and Waddle. If it's Elijah, I would go Waddle. And
You are wasting time. This is number 9. Stevenson, Gaskin, or Collins?
Gaskin.
Yes.
Here's 10. Sit Mitchell, Judy, or Ayuk?
Freaks and Geeks. And I would sit Ayuk.
I would sit Mitchell.
Those are the
Here's
titular geeks.
11. Henderson or Foreman?
Henderson.
12. Stafford or Cam?
Cam.
13. Hunt or Marvin Jones, non-PPR?
Hunt.
14. Jimmy G or Carson Wentz?
Carson Wentz.
I have Jimmy G.
15. Judy, Van Jefferson or Crowder? Pick 2.
I would sit Jefferson.
Sit Crowder.
Boy, Chris hates Jefferson. Kareem Hunt or Brandon Cooks? I think this is 16.
Ooh, I would go with Cooks over.
Oh, time is up. 15 or 16. That's good.
Yeah, I agree.
My sister just texted me with a fantasy question. Davonte Smith or Mike Williams?
Smith.
I think I have Smith.
Devonte, yeah.
Yeah.
She doesn't have a fantasy team. She has a friend who has a fantasy team, and she funnels questions through my sister to me.
That makes sense.
Yeah. All right, I need 2. Kittle, Pitts, Kareem Hunt. I think maybe. I think
Kittle.
Kittle and Pitts.
Kittle and
I'm sitting Pitts. No.
Actually, yeah, I think I'd go Kareem Hunt.
I think I'm sitting Hunt.
I think so too. I'd go with the
Wow. All right, fine. All right.
Really no. You know what? I'll sit Pitts.
Does Cordell Patterson being back help Kyle Pitts? I think it might.
I think so. Yeah.
All right, guys, we're at 465 likes. I'm really not okay with that number. This needs to be, we're not getting to 800 at this rate. And there are 842 of you in the room right now. So let's get to 500 likes right now.
It means at least half of these people don't like us.
Best part of the show is about to come up. That's when I leave for 5 minutes to set all my lineups. Make sure we're good here. So
yeah, did you guys screw up any Thursday lineups?
No.
I screwed up one.
I
didn't take Mark Ingram out in a lineup.
Yeah, same. And it's actually the Scott Fish Bowl where I'm performing very well. And
weren't you number 3 overall?
Oh, yeah, you're the man in the Scott Fish Bowl.
Yeah, I'm in first place in my conference, but not quite that good.
Your division?
Maybe I'll pass you this week.
I told Ben Trager that was probably the draft that I was most unprepared for, and it's my best team by far. So.
That's how it works. Yeah, I hated that team, and I think I'm in second or third place in my division. All right, we're all doing well in the Scott Fish Bowl. Good for us. All right, so let's go to our next. We're at 522 likes. That's good. Please keep it coming. Let's at least get to 600 here. Ham and pineapple on a burger. That's a little bit too much. I wouldn't go with the ham on the burger. It's too much meat, but burger and pineapple. Hilliard, Collins, Van Jefferson, or Higbee. Mayo with leftover turkey. That's probably pretty good.
I don't do mayo either, so yeah, that could go.
Mayo's good.
Half PPR. It's between the running backs. Let me see who I have higher. I think I have Collins the highest though.
Hilliard for me.
I have, Collins is one spot ahead of Hilliard.
I won't drop my Mayo take because I don't want to get scorched in the comments again. But Mayo is good. I'll just leave it at that.
Mayo is good, but
it's a very useful cooking utensil. Just
get the low-fat mayo. It tastes like just
no. That's the whole point of mayo is that it's fat.
Yeah,
like the whole point. Like mayo is just fat.
So there's a post in here that I'm not going to click on. It is somebody reaching out, says to Eagles fans, telling them about a post-game show for Eagles fans after the win against the Giants. Like, you're sitting here, like, good for you for getting me to read it anyway, because the audacity that you have to sit here and post something about a different show that's promoting the Eagles, who you say are about to beat the Giants, and somehow you got me to read it. So joke's on me. Damian Harris or Miles Sanders, and happy Hanukkah. Thank you. Happy Hanukkah to you as well. Damian Harris or Miles Sanders?
Miles Sanders. And I didn't realize Hanukkah started, but happy Hanukkah.
Tonight. It starts tonight. Thank you.
Nice. Yeah, I would go with Miles Sanders. Fly, Eagles, fly.
And if you listen to the mailbag, we ranked our 5 favorite holidays, and 3 of us, 3 Jewish guys on that episode, none of us had Hanukkah in our top 5. So that tells you a lot. I think we answered this one here. Jacoby,
which holidays have long weekends, like extra long weekends associated with them? I think that's the way. Like it's like 4th of July, Christmas, and Thanksgiving are the ones. Thanksgiving is the only one you get a guaranteed 4-day holiday, and I guess Christmas.
Yeah. Well, we decided Memorial Day was very underrated. So that
I get Memorial Day and Labor Day confused as to which part of the year they come.
Memorial Day is in May.
First? Okay, that's the first one.
May, Memorial.
Yeah. Chris,
it's
I do the
time of year, the weather's great.
I do the same thing,
yeah.
Chris.
I know they bookend the summer,
Right.
That's why I get confused.
That's crazy. Labor Day is like the best college football weekend. It's when the season starts.
I don't really, cool.
Devonte Williams or Mike Williams? Half PPR.
Mike Williams.
Yes.
Judy, Javonte, or Gordon? Look at that Royale with cheese. That is awesome.
I would go with Judy.
I would go with Gordon.
Van Jefferson, Kareem Hunt, Ty Johnson, Chenault. Pick 3.
Hunt.
I am sitting Chenault in non-PPR.
I think that's probably correct.
Okay. If Aaron Jones is active, Jones or Judy?
Jones.
And what are we talking about? Bacon dominates. Bacon is, I don't eat bacon.
So, of the pork products, bacon has the highest floor. I think pork has the highest upside. Like a really good pernil is it's unbeatable.
Stevenson, Collins, or Jeff Wilson?
Oh, Collins.
Stevenson for me.
Jim Brown or Barry Sanders?
I'm too young for Jim Brown. So
my dad would say Jim Brown. My dad is obsessed with Jim Brown.
So the thing is, Jim Brown was like Derrick Henry's size, but was playing against dudes who were smaller than him, which is like more impressive, just because he was so much bigger than everyone else.
Just watch the highlights; it's incredible. Barry Sanders was,
but Barry Sanders was the most fun player of my childhood by far.
Oh yeah. Did you watch the Iron Bowl? Yes, I did. Oh, what a freaking finish. Don't go out of bounds, Auburn running back. What are you doing? It cost his team the game. Did you guys see it?
I only watched the overtime off, the 2-point conversion off.
Yeah.
I don't watch any college football. So
man,
bad on me.
Alabama should have lost. This was crazy. They drove 97 yards in like a minute to tie the game. Probably would not have even had that opportunity. Or, it wouldn't have had as good of an opportunity if Auburn's running back didn't run out of bounds. That was so silly. He didn't do it. He tried to stop himself. And then, then it went to the 2-point conversion off which I don't, what I don't like about that? I don't like that they change size of the field. It kills the momentum. There's so much waiting. They should do at least 2 possessions each on one side. It kills the flow. Mechie, I guess that's Mitchell, or Jamison Williams? What the hell is this? Mitchell or Javonte Williams?
I know. I think these aren't those college football players.
Maybe.
I have no idea.
I've looked at a few mock drafts. I feel like I've seen that name, Jamison Williams, somewhere.
I'm the wrong person to ask.
Well, I hope they didn't play in the Iron Bowl because I was not paying much attention. I'd go Mitchell over Javonte Williams.
Jamison Williams is a wide receiver for the Alabama Crimson Tide.
Oh, okay. I guess I wasn't paying attention. Alex Collins or Tevin Coleman?
Collins for me.
Yes.
Brandon Ayuk or Miles Sanders?
I would go Sanders.
Same.
It's weird because Alabama never has good wide receivers, Go Georgia. Van Jefferson, Ramondre Stevenson, or Damian Harris?
Harris.
Yeah.
Greetings from Germany. Judy, Waddle, MVS, or Tevin Coleman?
Need one. Waddle.
Yep. Waddle.
All right, Chris, you ready for the spotlight?
Not really.
All right, I'll be quick. I don't think I have any changes to make. You're up. You are on the clock.
Okay. Mike Williams or MVS?
Mike Williams.
Adam Thielen, Tyler Lockett, or Elijah Mitchell?
Tyler Lockett, inside the top 15 wide receivers for me.
Same. Mitchell, Stevenson, or Gibson, half PPR, pick 2.
Gibson and Mitchell.
Yep, I'm sitting Stevenson. Half PPR, Tevin Coleman or DJ Dallas?
Coleman.
Yeah, I think that's, but he says he has Aaron Jones, and Coleman is a 1:00 start, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So wouldn't you rather just wait out Jones and
yeah, I would
have to start Dallas? Yeah, I think that's fine. Pick 2, Elijah Moore, Brandon Ayuk, Cordell or Patterson, or Mike Williams.
Let's go with Cordell Patterson and Mike Williams.
I would go with Elijah Moore over Mike Williams.
That is close.
Mike Williams is my lowest ranked player of this group.
Yeah.
Drop Corey Davis or Sterling Shepard or neither to pick up Darrell Williams. Need one of the 3 to start next week. Are we
ever going to see Sterling Shepard play again?
That's the thing. If Sterling Shepard played, he'd probably be my highest ranked of this group.
Right.
But I don't know. He didn't practice this week, right?
No.
Chester Rogers, Tyler Boyd, or Van Jefferson? Fires.
I would go with Van Jefferson of that group.
Marquise Brown, Elijah Mitchell, or a Patriots running back? Oh, Marquise Brown, for sure.
Yep, same for me.
Pick 1 flex, Gibson, Mike Williams, or Brandon Cooks. I'd go with Cooks.
Yeah, Cooks.
Fried turkey over regular turkey and ham. Yeah, that's fine. Brandon Ayuk, Hollywood Brown, or Darrell Henderson, pick 2.
Hendo and Hollywood Brown.
Yeah, sitting Ayuk. Pick 2, Melvin Gordon, Jerry Jeudy, Ramondre Stevenson, or Damian Harris.
Let's go with Melvin Gordon and Jeudy, the Broncos.
Aaron Jones or Jalen Waddle?
I would just play Waddle.
Chenault or Javonte Williams?
Devonte.
Let's see. Hilliard or Galladay?
Hilliard.
Harris or Stevenson?
Harris.
Evan Ingram or Tyler Conklin?
Oh, that.
One thing I would say, so he says his opponent is starting Daniel Jones. Would you consider starting Ingram to help mitigate QB points? I don't think that's a concern with Daniel Jones.
Yeah.
But I would start Ingram either way.
I would celebrate the fact that your opponent is starting Daniel Jones.
Right. Yeah, I have Ingram 1 spot higher. I never look at my opponent's lineups.
No, that should not factor into your decision making. Number 86. Okay, cool. I don't know what that means, but I like it. Half point PPR.
86 person hit like.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I like it then. Thank you.
Yeah, I do like it.
Dontre Hilliard, Jeff Wilson Jr., Jeff Wilson Jr., Rex Burkhead, Tyler Boyd, or Kendrick Bourne, half PPR flex.
I would go with Hilliard of that group.
Goddard or Fant?
Definitely Goddard.
Tyrod Taylor or Mac Jones?
I would go with Tyrod.
Joe Burrow or Taylor Heineke?
Burrow.
And Tyler Boyd or Jarvis Landry?
Oh, I don't like either very much, but I would go with Landry.
I would go with Landry as well. Mike Williams or T. Higgins?
That is close. I have T. Higgins 1 spot higher.
Russ or Cam?
I have the same decision, and I have Cam in the lineup.
Jarvis Landry or Rashad Bateman?
I believe I have Jarvis ranked higher.
Okay, we already Aaron Jones or Jalen Waddle?
Waddle.
Bateman, Mitchell, Hunt, or Stevenson? Pick 2 for PPR.
I would go with Mitchell, and it is close between Stevenson and Hunt. I would go with Hunt. Hunt and Mitchell.
Yep, it'd be Hunt and Mitchell for me as well. Let's see. Stafford, Cousins, or Cam?
Cam.
All right. Chris, you good or
Yes, please take over.
Oh, I will. 571 likes.
We can get to 700.
We can definitely get to 700 in 13 minutes. Let's go. In fact, I'm not going to read another one until we get to 600 likes. There are more than 900 people in the chat. So let's go.
Don't make Dad mad.
Well, let's answer one of my questions in the meantime, right? I have a flex full PPR. Alex Collins, Dontrell Hilliard, Rashad Bateman, Tyler Boyd, Kenny Galladay.
Who are the running backs?
Collins, Hilliard. Those are the only running backs. And then I have Bateman, Boyd, Galladay.
I would go with Hilliard.
I'd go Galladay.
Great. I have Collins in the lineup right now.
Yeah, I have a pretty big different gap between Collins and Hilliard, but
I don't think this guy's going to like us. Who could like this horrible advice? I don't know who's talking about.
You know what?
Could be any of us.
You still clicked.
Yeah.
You're still watching.
I'm just watching for the laughs. All right. Hey, you know what? That's the thing.
You know what?
We try to be funny in case there's people like you that don't like us.
It is entertainment as well as advice. So
yeah.
Thank you, Bluntimus Prime.
There you go. All right. Melvin Gordon or Nick Westbrook-Akina?
Oh, Melvin Gordon.
Oh, yeah.
We can
also Melvin Gordon to that
one.
Yeah.
Javonte, Aaron Jones, or Ayuk? Full PPR.
So,
well, if you wait on Aaron Jones, you would still be able to put Ayuk in. So I'm fine. Or Javonte. So wait on Aaron Jones. If he's in, play him. If not, I would go Ayuk over Javonte.
Correct.
Devonte Freeman or Ty Johnson?
I would go Ty Johnson.
Devonte.
Stafford, Cousins, Cam?
Yes.
Lockett, Eli Moore, Hollywood?
I don't think I got to that part of the question when we asked it earlier. And
sorry.
Lockett for
No, it's okay because I think that's a really tough one. I have Brown ahead of Lockett.
Are we sure Brown's playing? We can feel that good about it.
That is, all I've seen is that.
Okay, because it's unfortunately it's Sunday nighter. I picked up DeAndre Carter in a league just in case Hollywood doesn't play. Although I'll tell you what, if Hollywood doesn't play, I probably would drop Carter and pick up Sammy Watkins. If anybody's in a similar situation, Watkins with Lamar Jackson throwing to him, I think could be okay.
So it's not like they're going to test him out is not the report we got. We just got Schefter saying he's expected to play.
Oh, right. And the Lockett is Monday night. So you could easily just go to Lockett in that case.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Did you guys answer this one?
No.
Jacoby Myers.
I would go with Jacoby.
It's close between him and Van Jefferson, and I am pulling it up right now. I have Van Jefferson ranked higher.
Okay. Deontay Foreman, Kareem Hunt, or Rob Gronkowski? Pick 2.
I would go with Gronk and Hunt.
Yes.
How about, remember this one? How about, I'm trying to get some new ones here. A lot of repeats. Cordell Patterson or Marquise Brown?
Patterson. I have downgraded Brown. I know he's going to play, but he's banged up. So he's wide receiver 20 for me. He's usually like a high-end wide receiver 2.
So the thing there is, like, what does a thigh injury mean in this instance? Like, is it like a bruised thigh? Is it actually like a quad muscle injury? What is that? Like, that's such a vague injury designation that really changes because your concerns about a player if they're playing with a quad injury are a lot different if they're playing with a bone bruise or a regular bruise in their thigh, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I think either way, it's something that could potentially slow him down a little bit, and he is a speed
sure,
stick,
yeah.
So, yeah.
All right, we got Waddle, DJ Moore, or Lockett.
If you're only playing Moore for me, it's Moore.
I have Lockett one spot higher.
Freeman or Ty Johnson, half PPR.
I went with Johnson. Frank went with Freeman.
And I'm going Freeman.
Yeah.
Apparently, I quoted Full House this week. I don't remember what I said. Probably said, "You got it, dude." Maybe I did say how rude. I don't know. Who's your favorite Full House cast member?
Well, only one of them was the inspiration for You Ought to Know. So I think it's got to be that. I think it's got to be Dave Coulier.
I think it's Uncle Jesse.
Yeah, I was partial to Uncle Jesse growing up.
Dude, Frank.
Everybody liked Uncle Jesse. He was the cool guy.
Yeah.
You guys should watch the Jagged Little Pill documentary on HBO, by the way.
First, I got to watch the Beatles documentary. Van Jefferson or David Johnson, half PPR.
David Johnson. Why not?
Yeah. I mean,
besides all the reasons why it shouldn't be David Johnson.
Jets are so bad.
Can't wait for this game. The Jets Texans. Russ or Hurts?
Hurts. Top 3 quarterback this week.
You know, Adam, like the game is so gross, but there's still so many fantasy relevant players in it.
I know. It's a really interesting game. Aaron Jones, Stevenson, Collins, Higgins. Pick 2.
Okay, so you can go with Jones because if he doesn't play, you can just switch to Stevens to Collins.
Yes.
Yeah, I would do that. T. Higgins is the other one.
Higgins and Jones. If not Jones, Collins.
Oh, yes. Look at this. I love you guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hit like. We're at 632. We got to get to 700. Let's go. MVS or Marvin Jones?
Oh, I'll go with Jones.
Yeah.
Bro.
I don't feel great about it. We still don't know about Alan Lazard. If he was out, I would like MVS a little bit more.
Look at this. Blunt in his prime is just killing us.
Well, you know what?
I can't see any of you in first place in any league. Wow.
I'm in first place in 4 of my 13 leagues.
That's
so
great.
Get out of here. I'm 11-0.
Wow.
In one of my leagues.
Gaskin or Javonte Williams, PPR?
You know, I type Gaskin like 40% of the time that I type his name. That is one of my like go-to typos. I
do the same thing with McLaurin. Sometimes I just
put McLaurin a lot.
I put a G on the end there.
The one I did a lot, and it's Gaskin is the answer to the question. The one I did a lot, I don't do it so much lately, but Pujols, always Joles.
Okay.
Donald Hilliard, Antonio Gibson, or Myles Gaskin?
Oh, that is close between Gibson and Gaskin. And
I have Gaskin ranked highest.
I have Gibson ahead of Gaskin.
I have these guys ranked 17, 18, and 19, with Gibson actually lowest in PPR.
Would you do Hendo and T. Higgins for Godwin?
I think I would rather have Hendo and Higgins.
Yeah, that seems like a lot.
Hendo Ballet. What do you think? Team name? Like Spandau Ballet?
That is.
You know the band?
No, I know what you're referring to. That's just.
Frank doesn't.
Oh, I have no idea.
You know that song? I know this, but it's called True. I know this, but I don't want to sing it. It's so bad. Foreman, Collins, Ty Johnson.
Yeah, now I know it. Great job, guys.
I would go with. Oh man, who do I have highest of this? Ty Johnson.
I would go with Ty in PPR.
653 likes. Let's go. Hit the like button. Let's get to 700. Waddle or Elijah Moore?
Waddle. We've gotten that specific question from like 3 or 4 different people, though.
Yeah,
which is interesting. I always like when that happens.
Great song. I think our rendition was particularly good. Thank you. Pick 2 in full PPR. Foreman, Freeman, Ayukman.
I would be sitting.
Sit Foreman.
Yeah, I would sit Freeman.
Oh, come on.
Yep.
Chris hates Freeman. Jury Foreman. Team name Tuesday on a Sunday. Gaskin, Van Jefferson, Mike Gesicki, Jamison Crowder.
Oh, you're starting Gaskin.
Correct.
You are gasking.
Yeah, I kind of like Gesicki. No, I mean I would start Gaskin.
Yeah, I like Gesicki. Fine.
Yeah. Fournette or Patterson? I'm gonna go Fournette. I'm a little nervous about Patterson. I'm not gonna lie.
I have Patterson 1 spot ahead.
I have Fournette 3 spots higher.
Okay, so I don't feel crazy. Deontay Johnson or Adam Thielen?
Deontay.
Deontay.
Man, we are getting a lot of questions here.
But not enough likes.
Yeah, I agree. 665. This is our last show if we don't get 700 likes. Sorry, guys. Non-PPR start 2. Barkley, Hunt, David Johnson, Claypool, Beckham, Goddard.
Bluntimus Prime is furiously lobbying in the comments to get likes taken away.
Is he really?
No. It's just a joke. Non-PPR start 2. Barkley and Claypool.
I think that is all right. Yeah, let's do that.
I just did that one. Sorry.
Deontay.
Judy, Davonte Smith, Ayuk. Pick one.
That would be Judy for me.
Devonte.
Wentz or Tyrod Taylor?
Tyrod.
Hilliard or Chenault?
Hilliard.
Dillon or Darrell Henderson?
I would stick with Henderson.
Correct.
I would definitely go with Dillon if Jones is out, and obviously they play in the same game. So
that is exactly what I would do.
Yeah, that's fair.
You and I were BFF, Frank. Fantasy. We should start a show, Fantasy BFFs.
Oh, that's a great idea. It's never been done before.
That doesn't sound like Frank's style.
Yeah, I agree. I wish I could read you the text that Nando sent me about Kenny Galladay.
T. Higgins.
I can't read it. Higgins, Galladay.
Is there a lot of expletives in it or something?
No, I mean, it just wouldn't surprise. I'll text it to you.
Sure.
And it just wouldn't surprise you at all. Let's go to our next one.
I would go T. Higgins with that one.
Elijah Moore, Deontay Johnson, McLaurin, pick 2.
You're sitting Elijah here.
Yep.
That is correct. We got a few minutes left. We got 691 likes. Let's go. We're going to get there. We're going to make it after all. Aaron Jones or Ramondre Stevenson?
Shamazel.
There you go.
Aaron Jones.
Yes. And this Nando text does not surprise me.
Ayuk or Claypool?
Ayuk.
Claypool.
Russ or Cam? Sorry.
Cam.
I have that same decision to make, and I have Cam in the lineup.
Eli Moore or Pittman? I'm going Moore. They're going Pittman.
Yes. No. Yes.
Yep.
Mike Williams or Chase Claypool? I'm sorry. Did I just ask that one?
Chase.
Face, by the way.
That is Darth Maul.
Darth Maul.
I thought so.
I would go with Mike Williams. Chris, aren't these players kind of similar? Mike Williams and Chase Claypool?
Yes.
Van Jefferson.
Yes, they are very similar.
Van Jefferson, Hilliard, or Foreman?
Hilliard.
Yes.
By the way, I am starting Cam Newton over Matthew Stafford. So I am putting my money where my mouth is on that one as well.
I didn't see you, by the way, do the Darth Maul thing until I saw it on the playback. That was really cool. Good stuff. Claypool, Hollywood Brown, and Westbrook Akina. Who are you sitting here?
Oh, Westbrook.
Sit Westbrook.
All right.
I've got like 7 of those little Star Wars toys on my desk now. It's getting out of hand.
Pick 2. Cam, Tannehill, Daniel Jones, Taylor Heineke. All right. Cam's going to be 1. Who's number 2?
I think it's Heineke.
Yes.
I think
I'm starting Heineke over Tannehill.
I think Ryan Tannehill is the most over-rostered player. He is 85% rostered. He's playing the Patriots without A.J. Brown, and then he has a bye. Drop Ryan Tannehill to pick up the defense for next week. Or seriously. Or any. Pick up Contra.
He doesn't need to be on your roster,
Yeah. Bateman, Foreman, Collins, pick 2.
I would be sitting Foreman.
All right, one more.
I would sit Bateman.
This is a funny one. Oops, that wasn't the one I meant to click on. All right, we'll do 2 more. Judy, Devonte, Ayuk, Bateman. Give me 1 receiver and a flex.
I would sit.
I would go with Ayuk and Devonte.
I would go with Judy and Devonte.
Gasking or Gronking?
I would go with Gaskin.
I don't know if that was a real question or not, but it's a good
I would start Gaskin over, Gronk, either way.
Thank you very much, everybody. Oh, let's do this one just because it's so horrible. Trevor Lawrence or Zach Wilson?
Oh, jeez.
Lawrence.
I would have to go with Lawrence.
Yeah.
Good luck to you.
Same.
Thanks for watching. Great stuff. 709 likes. We did it.
Woo! Way to go. Yeah.
Breakfast Club. I wish someone could end the broadcast with me just doing this, but I have to hit the button. All right. Good luck to you out there. We'll see you at 8 o'clock, 8:15, somewhere in that range tonight, Eastern time, to recap Sunday's action. Chris is our producer. The other Chris is on the show. And Frank, I'm Adam. Hope you had a great Thanksgiving, and let's go get a win in Week 12. See you later, everybody.